What's up guys? Overnight the Senate passed the omnibus spending bill, and this is your stimulus and breaking news update. Now that was pretty quick, you guys. It was just yesterday I was reporting to you that the House of Representatives overnight passed the bill. Now it went on to the Senate and they passed it. Now it's going to be moving on to the President, which is good news because today is the deadline. They didn't get it done. Today we're going to be having a government shutdown, so they have averted a shutdown. Senate passed $1.5 trillion spending bill that includes aid for Ukraine. Omnibus bill now heads to the president's desk ahead of government shutdown deadline. Here's another one. Senate averts shutdown, passed $30.6 billion in Ukraine aid. So $30.6 billion for Ukraine, $1.5 billion for additional spending. And you guys, not everyone is happy about this. I'm going to be sharing with you some perspective of those that voted against this bill, as they're saying it supports democratic pet projects, and they're going to be listing out some of the things that are included. They are saying that are making headlines of things that they're going to be some of our taxpayer dollars going towards. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm going to be sharing with you the details and this alternative perspective. Before we dive in, if you could do me a quick favor, just take a second. If you appreciate the updates, don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps up the channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And let's start off with some video footage of them passing the bill last night on this vote. The year are 68, the nays are 31, under the previous order requiring 60 votes for the adoption of this motion. The motion is concurred is a 3-2, so there you have it. You guys, and link the description below to this article from Hill that reads, the Senate passed the massive bills to fund the government and provide new Ukraine-related aid, sending the 2,741-page bill to the President Biden's desk. Now, Senators voted 68 to 31 on the bill, which include $1.5 trillion in government funding and $13.6 billion in aid tied to Ukraine. So the two of these tied together, getting bipartisan support and passed through the Senate. Now the bill moved with lightning speed through Congress, passing the bill less than 24 hours after it was unveiled earlier Wednesday morning. The Senate vote came less than 2 days after the bills were introduced, and the Senate also passed by voice vote a days-long continuing resolution to buy time to get the massive legislation which fund the government through the end of September. So this is only going to work till the fiscal year, and we're in March to Biden's desk, after which he is expected to sign into law. It's been a very productive and very bipartisan week in the Senate. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, this bipartisan funding package is a significant and far-reaching will for the American people. Now, all of the 31. No votes came from Republicans, but top GOP leaders, including Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, actually backed the bill. Passage of the legislation comes after months of negotiations between House and Senate Appropriations Committees and congressional leaders. The 2022 fiscal year started October 1st of 2021, but the lawmakers averted a government shutdown by passing a stopgap measure hours before September 30. The deadlines to fund the government and kick the can 2 more times, and the 2-day sprint to pass the sprawling funding measure wasn't without drama. As you guys know, yes, they kept passing more and more stopgap funding bills, just kept kicking the can down the road. And finally, we have had the first government funding of the Biden administration. Now it says the Senate conservatives from over being pushed too quickly to vote on the bill that they didn't really have time to read. It says there are a lot of people in conference who are very upset. You can include me in that numbers as well, that once again we're being asked to vote on legislation that we haven't had a reasonable opportunities to read. There are a lot of people upset. I'm among that number that we can't seem to get amends, said Senator John Kennedy, Senator John Thune. The number 2 Senate Republicans acknowledged that the process stinks. And you guys, We see this all the time, feels like nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden, boom, they release legislation. They try to push it through really fast. And a lot of times people are saying, even the lawmakers themselves are saying they don't know what's included in the bill. Nobody had time to read it because it's getting passed at the very last minute. And this did get passed through, and now all makers are probably going to be turning their attention towards stimulus reconciliation. However, let me share with you the perspective that is not happy about this omnibus bill getting passed through. Take a look at this video footage of the Republicans' conservation perspectives breaking down some of the items that are included in this legislation that they saying wasn't mentioned and is going to be supporting Democratic pet projects. Go ahead and take a look. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Well, the Democrats know, to which they're going to do to take money out of your wallet and spend it for their pet projects. As you have heard, there is a $1.5 trillion spending bill that they are linking onto Ukraine. Humanitarian and military relief bill, $30.6 billion. Now, think about this. You've got $13 billion to aid to Ukraine, and they're sticking onto this, the omnibus spending bill, which is $1.5 trillion. Now, why are some of the members of the US Senate so jittery about passing this bill? It is because they have inserted 4,000 earmarks for their pet projects. Here's some of what is here. $100 billion on Green New Deal initiatives and racial justice programs through the U.S. Department of Agriculture, $100 million. And I've shared with you there are a lot of talks happening right now about additional stimulus checks coming as a result of increasing gas prices. We're hearing it's been mentioned by states. There's opinion pieces coming out as they're saying gas prices are not going down anytime soon. As a matter of fact, they are going to keep going up, and we need to support the American people in some way because there's no way to pull them down. So more provisions might need to go out to help people pay for gas. I'll keep you up to date on all of that as well, you guys, but that is the latest. I will be sure to keep you up to date as more information rolls out about all legislation and what's happening in Congress. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share it out. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. With that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next one.